This is all I today in tips. You assholes just does not mean I'm fucking rich. Next person who doesn't give me a I'm gonna put my tip out and gnaw your peep. Well, I tried to go into work today at my job at Domino's, and turns out I got fired.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Underflow and today we're going to be talking about Lil Mar. But the question is, who is Lil Mar besides someone who's a proclaimed rapper who makes terrible music? Lil Mar is known for recklessly driving on highways and freeways, basically putting every single person that is near him in a car in danger, basically threatening the lives of everybody on that highway with how terrible he drives on the roads. Lil Mar is also known for some type of thing that we'll call the McChicken Incident for now. Basically what he did is he had intercourse with a McChicken sandwich and then proceeded to eat that same McChicken that he had that intercourse with. Lil Mar is also known for having the number 14 tied to him in a lot of ways. Basically any type of platform he posts on that has a comment section, if you go to any type of post he has, you'll always see the number 14 pop up in a lot of different areas. Well, that's because Lil Mar and another grown man were basically sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl in a Walmart parking lot. Not only that, that's not the only thing he's known for, too. Lil Mar is also known for going up to a homeless woman and offering her a place to live in exchange for intercourse with him, and then once she gave him what he wanted, she thought that she would be taken somewhere where she could stay the night, somewhere where she could live for a while, and he drops her off in an abandoned house and drives away from her. Right after the entire situation of dropping her off, he made another post where he would open the doors to his cars where the homeless lady was sitting, and then he went on to spray the entire car with Febreze, claiming that she made the entire car stink like fish. These are all the things that we are going to cover in today's video. The first thing I'm going to show you is part of the McChicken incident. Now, we all know, like I said previously, he had intercourse with a McChicken and then ate it in the same exact video. I'm going to show you the video of him eating the McChicken, and if you don't want to see that after I finish talking, skip ahead around 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Now that we are done talking about that extremely disgusting and deplorable act that he committed on that McChicken, it's time to move on to what he did to that homeless woman. As we can see in the screenshot here, he titles his stories with, "She sleeps, should I push her onto the highway? I don't know where else to leave her at." And then he says, "I feel like vomiting, it was that bad." Lil Mar did make a video kind of explaining the situation and his thoughts on it, and then he goes on to say when he left her at that house, she walked to a nearby park and kind of made some friends, kind of like he was dropping off a dog he didn't want anymore. It's just a really fucked up situation, especially whenever you see how he talks about it. I'm going to show you the clip he made about dropping her off now, though.
You can just wait here, I'll go get it. Not really. Drive, Mark, drive. Drive. Here we go. Woo! Bitch really thought she was gonna be able to live with me. Stupid, dumb thought. My whole motherfucking car smelling like fish. No cap, bro. This shit is ridiculous, bro. That was the worst ever.
This was one of his final posts about it. He says here, "Not for real though, I do feel bad for her because she's homeless and I basically left her stranded in a whole nother state without a phone. But at the end of the day, my body count is 31 and that's all that matters, right?" So just from the very beginning of this video alone, the very tip of the iceberg that we've scratched here, we can already tell that he's a very deranged and deplorable and nasty bastard. Now, the next thing that we're going to show here from this entire situation with the previous stuff I've showed you is his response to the whole thing. And he doesn't take it serious at all. He talks about how he kind of feels bad, but he literally doesn't even treat her like a human being. He talks about when he left her, she walked to another park, and she looked like she made some new friends, basically treating her like a dog and acting like it's just as simple as dropping off a pet you don't want anymore.
Abandoning the homeless girl. Most of y'all know about this. It went kind of viral. Basically, I picked up the girl in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is an hour and a half away from Columbia, South Carolina. And I had sex with her. I told her that I had a place for her to live because she was homeless. And I really didn't think it through, honestly, because I didn't know, I didn't have a plan, really. I just decided to take her and leave her at this house which was a little bit fucked up, I'll admit. But the thing is, the house that I left her at, it wasn't actually like an abandoned. It was an abandoned house, but it wasn't in the middle of nowhere. Like, it was literally in the same neighborhood that my friend Huff lives in, and I live 4 minutes away from Huff. So she was literally right down the street. That's why when she walked to the park, and once I found out that she was at that park, I drove like 2 or 3 minutes and went and saw her, and she was doing okay. Like, she met some new friends and all that. And I know it was kind of a fucking do to leave her in a whole nother state.
We've already covered 2 really terrible things that he's done so far, so next thing we're going to move on to is whenever he's recklessly driving on roads all the time, constantly endangering himself and multiple other people around him. He sees nothing wrong with this either. I mean, he's stated a few times before, why buy a fast car if you're not going to drive it as fast as you can? His response to the entire situation was also just extremely disgusting, refusing to see the fault in his actions pretty much. Because me personally, how I view people who drive recklessly on roads or drunk drive, I view them as absolute scum. I feel like if you're going to go on the road and practically endanger multiple other people for literally no reason instead of just driving like a normal person, I think that you're just disgusting. I'm now going to show you about 30 to 40 seconds of him recklessly driving on a highway, completely bobbing between lanes, going right in front of people, barely passing by them, almost crashing into multiple folk because he just wants to be an arrogant little asshole on the road for no reason. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now. How does someone like this even get on the map of the internet? How do people even find out about someone as deplorable as this? Well, I was also wondering the same things. So I did a little bit of research and wondered what was the first thing to really get him on the map of the internet. How do people really find out about this guy? I know it wasn't his music that sounds like nails on a chalkboard. It was actually an infamous video he made about him losing his, well, V-card. He made a little bit of a tiny little short on his Snapchat story, basically him going up to meet somebody for intercourse, him paying for it. Here's the video now.
You broke it, man, L. Y'all can't just go to a motherfucking ATM, take $60 out your mother bank account to spend on anything, let alone fucking. I'm shorty out here in the middle of nowhere on a fucking dead end at this weird ass looking creepy hotel. Wish me luck.
Destination is on your right.
Woo! I did it. I lost my virginity. Woo! Yo, hold up. Who a virgin? Who a virgin? Ain't no motherfucking virgin. Not no more than ain't. You know what the fuck going on? Stop playing me, bro. Ain't no motherfucking virgin no more, bitch. Yeah, when you get hungry. But y'all niggas wouldn't know that because
Now, when I first found out about that after watching that video, I really didn't know what to say. At that point, I really just kind of felt bad for him because he goes on at the very end of that video to make fun of people talking about how they're the people that are like him now. Now, he's above them because he finally lost his V-card, when in reality, it's just kind of sad he had to pay for it in the first place. Really deplorable if you ask me. Now it truly is time to get into the rather depressing and serious matters of today's video. All of the stuff that we have talked about before has been really sad and nasty and stuff like that. Just really overall deranged behavior. So Lil Mar had the bright idea to make a false rumor about himself to get himself back on the internet and gain popularity after falling off again and falling off several more times after that. Lil Mar posted on a story. He said this just to start a rumor about himself, to get his name back on the map, and to get attention about himself again, to go viral again. On Lil Mar's public story, he goes, "Plus, I'm probably never even going to get to see the baby again anyways, because she's only 14 and it's up to the parents whether they want to press charges or not." This rumor sadly spiraled down into a hit and fiery ball of flames whenever it would come to fruition that this is what actually would happen in the future. Lil Mar and another dude in a Walmart parking lot sexually assaulted a 14-year-old girl. Now, Lil Mar has come out and talked about how this is just all one big misunderstanding and that she lied about her age. Lil Mar was charged with this, obviously. It was taken very seriously, and he was sentenced to 6 years in prison, but he ultimately only did 4 months in the county jail and then got out right after that due to a plea, I believe. It's just absolutely insane to me, the fact that these people can do whatever they want on this internet, and these big social media apps will ban people who have done stuff not even close to as bad as what Lil Mar has done, and they'll let him sit on their app and post freely, such as TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. They all let him just do whatever he wants on their apps, so I don't think he should be allowed on any of those apps whatsoever. After Lil Mar got out of jail, he immediately jumped onto the wagon because he saw this as an opportunity to gain more popularity with all the allegations behind his name, and he would go on to tweet things such as, "My standards aren't high, she just has to be young." Lil Mar even tweeted, "Why do the cute girls always have to be so young?" And these are publicly tweeted all the fucking time. These are just a few of the things that he said on Twitter, and Twitter is allowing all of these statements to be said on the app, which is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. So we all remember Little Tay. She wasn't around for very long, but she claimed to be the youngest flexer of the century at only 9 years old, and she was a Harvard dropout. When all of the claims came out of Lil Tay being dead, all those false claims came out, Lil Mar would post on one of the posts about her passing away and saying, "No, I've been waiting years for her to turn 18. Keep in mind, that picture that he's looking at her in right there, she would be 9 years old. He even posted on his public Instagram a picture of her saying, "Rest in peace, beautiful. I've been heartbroken about this all day long." Now, the very last thing that we're going to be talking about today is going to be very short, but this is about the time when Lil Mar got his very first face tattoo on an impulse, and I believe it says "lonely" on his face, although it's a really bad tattoo. Keep that between me and you. Then short after, the absolute troglodyte made a GoFundMe for his tattoo removal because he didn't like it. Obviously, he didn't get many donations because it's just absolutely stupid. Now, as some of you already know from the video I made yesterday, I've made a gaming channel. If you want to see me play some games on a brand new channel, keep in mind I will keep this as my main prioritization as long as possible. But if you'd like to follow me on that channel, I'll have a pinned comment in the comment section at the very top of the description of today's video. You can find the links to my new channel there if you'd like to go see me do that. If not, that's perfectly okay. Thank you all for watching. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for 42,000 subscribers. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I'm extremely thankful. I can't express how I feel into words, to be completely honest with you. Just know I'm extremely grateful for everything, and I thank you guys every day. Anyway, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope everybody watching this video is going to have a very good day or a very good night, and I will see you guys all in the next video tomorrow. Have a great day or a great night, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. See ya.